The book I chose is Am I Weird or Is This Normal? Written by Marlon S. Potash, ED, and Laura Potash Fruitman with Lisa Sussman. This book is made for, I would say, around teenagers and up. It doesn't really say in the book, but that would be my guess that it's directed towards. My book is about multiple issues that teenagers have and face on a day-to-day basis, such as getting a date and going on a date, getting in a relationship and dealing with communication and jealousy issues, getting physical, such as first, second, and third base, sex, being gay, abortions, rape, puberty, periods, everything. I mean, drugs and alcohol, eating disorders, ways to eat right and stay fit, divorce and abuse, making friends, just multiple things that everybody deals with on a day-to-day basis. My book is meant to be used for a way for teens to learn about what they think is the embarrassing issues and are too afraid to ask adults. I know I went through that being a teenager, and it was a little bit. I kind of wish I had this book because it was a little hard to ask my parents about sex and everything. I think this book really is meant for parents to buy for their children, not only for their children to read, but for the parents to read as well, in hopes that they can get a little bit of better understanding on how things work and what questions people have. This book received a 4.5 out of a 5-star rating on Amazon, which I would say is what I would give it to. It does not address one issue that I think would be huge, but that'll be brought up towards the end of this presentation with the reviews from parents. But most of the reviews claim that it was a good teaching tool for their children and addressed easier ways for them to talk about how certain things happen. And even if the kids didn't want to sit down and have the talk with their parents, then they could sit down with this book and if they have questions, ask. But the book pretty much explains a lot of questions I think anybody would have. One of the negative reviews towards this book was a mother thought that if the book is going to talk about abortion, then it should also talk about adoption, which I think is a key thing too, because if a child is going to get pregnant, there are other ways besides abortion to get rid of the child. Say adoption. Adoption is a great idea for people who can't have children. I mean, that's what they're looking for. They look for somebody who is not able to take care of a child just yet. One of the positive reviews was families said it was nice for everyone in the family to read this book, even the father and the boys in the family, to get an understanding on what the girls are going through and for the girls to get an understanding on what the guys are going through, because it talks about male puberty, it talks about some male issues. Even though I think it's directed a little bit more towards females, I think it's still a great book for males to read. Some other reviews said it helped the family keep an open mind and open ears, and realizing that if the children have questions, then they need to be open about it and not scared to ask. And a stepmother also commented saying that it was nice when she had to sit down with her stepdaughters and explain some things, and if they had questions, she was able to answer them because the book helped her say the answers or respond to the questions in a way that she should have responded instead of taking the weird way out. I think I would recommend this book to anybody, any teenager or any parent who has a teenager, so they can get a better understanding on what exactly the book is about, what exactly things are going on, stuff like that. Get a better understanding on everything. I found in the book a little bit different, I guess, because when you think a children's book or a teenage book, talking about abortion really probably isn't in many of them, or if it is, it's in a little section. But in this book, there is about 2 pages worth of talking about abortion. It's not really showing, it's talking to children about how if abortion is something you are considering, you may want to read the facts about it. You may want to get a better understanding about what it can do to your body, what exactly abortion is. It also talks about spermicides, which coincidentally enough, I didn't learn about those in high school or middle school. Went to a small town high school, middle school, didn't know anything about those until I started taking this class. and I'm 19, so that's kind of weird. But I just found that this book was pretty neat in ways to protect yourself and STDs and STIs and stuff like that. Um, Masturbation and being gay. It has a lot of things I think children and teenagers and parents should know and be understanding about it all. And I definitely would recommend this book.